Hi, I'm Maggie, one of the reference librarians at Dominican University, New York. Today I'll explain how to use filters in Dominican Discovery to narrow down your search results. If you're not familiar with Dominican Discovery, please watch the intro video linked below before watching this video. Let's go to the Sullivan Library's homepage, duny.edu/Sullivan-library, and click the red search button to open Dominican Discovery's basic search page. We'll run the same search we did in the introduction video, hair. Under the search box and above the number of total results are 5 buttons: All Filters, Full Text, Peer Review Scholarly, All Dates, and Source Type. The last 4 buttons are basic filters that will help you reduce the number of results to a more manageable number of relevant items. Clicking the Full Text filter button limits your results to records that are connected to an entire article or book that you can read immediately. We librarians only recommend clicking full text if you're in a rush, since we can usually get the full text article to you in 3 to 5 business days and books in about 1 or 2 weeks through Interlibrary Loan, also known as ILL. Sometimes our ILL staff can find the full text version online for you and email it to you immediately. Clicking the peer-reviewed filter button limits your results to items that have been fact-checked by subject experts before publication. Clicking the All Dates filter button lets you limit results by publication date. You can pick the past 12 months, the past 5 years, the past 10 years, or a specific date range. For example, you can put in January 1990 to December 2019, click Apply, and all of the results that show up will be from this time frame. Be careful about filtering by date, since historical information can sometimes be very helpful. When you click the Source Type button, it lets you limit results by publication type, such as news, academic journals, magazines, and more. If you see a More link, you can click it and see the other types of sources that are available based on your search. Clicking the All Filters button on the left causes a sidebar to slide out from the right, which shows every limiter available, including the 4 filters I mentioned earlier. If you click the Catalog Only checkbox, it limits your results to physical items found in the library building, like paper books. If you click the Content Provider dropdown, you will see a list of databases sorted by highest hit count to lowest hit count. This shows you the databases that your results are coming from, and this can help you limit your results to specific databases or figure out which databases you should be searching in. Note that results from ProQuest databases will not always show up in Dominican Discovery searches. If you want to learn more about this, you can watch our video about databases linked below. If we click the Subject dropdown, this shows you tagged topics that appear the most in your search results. There's a similar filter called Subject Major Heading. This seems to be based on the CINAHL database, so it has fewer hits and is more health-focused than the more general subject filter. So unless you're doing medical research, I recommend using the subject filter instead of the subject major heading. Clicking the publication filter shows the most popular news publications your news-related results came from, allowing you to limit results to specific newspapers. Clicking the language dropdown allows you to filter by publication language. A source that's only available in a non-English language usually has brackets around its entire title, but not always. In addition, an article can also have an English title, an English abstract, or an English subject, but still be published in a different or in multiple languages, so just make sure to check. You can see that this isn't a perfect filter. You'll notice that there is Spanish has 3,263 results, while Spanish Castilian has 1,474 results, so just be careful with this filter. There is also a geography filter. This allows you to limit results by the area where the research was conducted. So this could be a continent, a country, a state, province, or other type of territory. Similarly to the language filter, this is not perfect. You can see that there are 43,000 hits for the United States, but only 23,000 hits for USA. So just be careful using this filter. The last filter is the location filter, which allows you to filter the Sullivan Library catalog items by their place in the building, like the Houston room, the Lunabis room, the circulation desk reserve shelf, and these are all of the filters. So let's say your professor wants you to find a peer-reviewed academic journal article about hair from a health-related database like Medline or Cinol. Some filters I would recommend applying would be the peer review filter. If we go down to content provider, the Medline database with full text is right here. If we go down to source type, we can select academic journals. Under subject, we can select hair. And then maybe under language, we can filter it to just English language articles. Let's click the blue apply button on the bottom right and see what we get. Okay, so you'll see that this button, the peer review button, this kind of circular part has turned gold, letting you know that it's turned on. Instead of having the over 2 million total results like before, now filtered it down to 14,660 total results. If you click the All Filter button, you'll see all of the active filters that we've applied to this search. You can delete active filters one by clicking the X next to them, and this will remove the filter. You can also add more filters by checking more boxes, selecting more filters, and then clicking Apply on the bottom. So this wraps up the tutorial on Dominican Discovery's filters. If you're curious about other topics like requesting interlibrary loans, understanding databases, or using the advanced search in Dominican Discovery, check out the links to those video tutorials below in the description. And if you need additional research help, please contact the Sullivan Library via phone, email, or 24/7 chat, which are all linked below. Thank you for watching.